One of the most interesting aspects of India's general election is the I voted selfie. Millions of people upload their pictures on social media, showing off their smiling faces and that one purple marked finger. Yes, the indelible ink. Hello, I'm Tulika and you're watching Bottomline. Every week, I bring you the most interesting, unusual, and unique aspects of India's Lok Sabha elections. And this time, it's all about the story of the indelible ink. So here we go. There's quite a royal history attached to this. Let me take you all the way back to 1937. Maharaja Krishna Raja Wadiyar IV of Mysore in southern India was said to be one of the richest men in the world. His family owned several gold mines and he had a penchant for Rolls-Royce cars, which he would buy in batches of 7 because 7 was his lucky number. But what does it have to do with the indelible ink? Well, the Maharaja also founded a company called the Mysore Lac and Paints Limited. This was to help local people get jobs and to also effectively use local forest resources. The lac and the paints which were produced here were further used in the manufacture of sealing waxes and to also paint war tanks. Now, when India gained its freedom in 1947, this company went to the government. This was now called MPVL, or the Mysore Paints and Varnishes Limited. Let's see what happened next. Now, in 1951-52, during the very first election in India, a lot of identity theft happened. To stop multiple fraud voting, the Election Commission went to the National Physical Laboratory, the NPL, to develop a unique ink formula. The idea was to have something that couldn't be wiped off easily and therefore could ensure fair voting. Now, NPL developed a secret, closely guarded ink formula and went to MPVL in Mysore to manufacture this ink. This ink was first used in the 1962 polls and has been used in every single election since then. MPVL is the one and only manufacturer of this ink. So how much indelible ink does India need? A 10 milliliter vial is sufficient for about 700 voters. And this year India has 970 million voters. You do the math yourself. But what about the money? This year in 2024 elections, India is spending 55 crore rupees on this ink alone. The ordered quantity is 27 lakh vials. What makes the indelible ink so indelible? This is also interesting. The composition is patented, but we know that silver nitrate is used in this ink because it's soluble in water. It is inky blackish violet. When silver nitrate is put on the skin, it reacts with the salt on the skin and it forms silver chloride, which is not soluble in water. You cannot wash it off. Like the human nail, the stain will go away only when the skin cells die and new cells form. Hence the indelibility. Did you know that India not only manufactures indelible ink for itself but for 30 other countries? Afghanistan, Cambodia, Indonesia, Nepal, Pakistan, South Africa, Turkey, Venezuela, and a host of other countries. They purchase the ink from India to conduct elections in their countries. Developed countries do not use this ink. They use social security numbers to stop identity theft. Well, that's it for today's bottom line. Stay tuned.